Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. You talk about this Lions defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
We go, 76, 76.
First carry now for Dick. And he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first two possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that... up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Lloyd. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Packers defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Goff. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Throw left side is complete to Reed. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Whoa! DC!
1st down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Eric Wilson able to make the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now a stoppage here for an injured player, and it's David Montgomery who is struggling a bit. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
That's to the tight end, Laporta. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll run this with Homer. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed from 17 yards out. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. This is Homer. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on third and a yard. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the 43, here's second and 9. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a third and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. Going on the ground with Homer. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
17.
Goff now looking to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Love, they go play action now. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs.
77 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Goff now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point, and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Now gone. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rep.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. McManus's point after is good, and a rout is on here in this first half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Goff.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Escapes the defender. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to...
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to at least get one score back. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man complete. That's Lloyd. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Love looking to throw it. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Down the left sideline. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Romeo Dobbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Got his man. It's Thornton. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing again is Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first two quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses happen their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
60 Vices, 79 Broncos, 19 Lions.
Final play of the half, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Gone. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Down to the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 70 yards. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember last drive, yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Missed.
This will not go down. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Following the interception, Love. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
60 Maverick. Come on.
Throwing. Love.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, here's Goff.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw is Goff.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Now Goff.
Completes this one to Thornton.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Goff throwing again.
That's complete to the Porta.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is... between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
92 yards.
And the Packers are pouring it on. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Lions are able to claw one back.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Off the play fake, Love.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go.
Now Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On play action. Love to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Throwing. Hooker.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau, and their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. This 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Now a bootleg with Hooker.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there with his 1st career NFL touchdown.
And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lloyd. Powers through. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Christian Watson.
60 yards.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hooker now off play action.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Detroit.
Here's Hooker.
He's got it to Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Downfield and caught by Thornton.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Tyquan Thornton.
35 yards.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left during the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Inside the 20.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Looking to throw, Hooker.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So he stopped for no gain, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now Hooker.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Wilson.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only do they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick. Just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Sam Laporta
from 19 yards away.
And the Lions get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Ready? Check out.
Love, they go play action now.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Another milestone falling on that last throw in what has been an MVP-type season so far, as he has now gone over 4,000 yards passing already on the year.
And it's been a whole lot of fun to watch as he's put together this type of a season. And to me, you have to figure, with so many games remaining, I think he'll breeze past 5,000 yards. Could he challenge the all-time record? Maybe even bump it up closer to 6,000 yards? I can't wait to watch. And the way he's playing, I wouldn't put it past him.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because they...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs,
27 yards.
and the Packers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Again, it's Homer. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw.